Hey everyone, Decav13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Master Detective Archive Raincode. Alright, so we're going to start looking into the past Nailman cases by heading to the scenes. So first up, we are heading to the club in Kamasaki district. Oh, what's the tree?
Oh.
This tree is big and majestic and all, but there's something unsettling about it.
That's true.
I think it's because of how twisted and distorted it is. Yeah, so I don't trust anyone from the church. They all seem pretty suspect to me, especially Ms. Gyaru Nun with the broken arm. I don't trust her. Especially because the murder weapon was fucking burning in the incinerator, and only clergy have access to it. I don't know. Something about them.
Halara? I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for? Now, let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence.
Maybe it has to do with her forte.
Where's the secret club? I smell a mystery. I'm all hype.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up.
Oh,
I suspect
cool.
the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
Well, I guess that makes things easy.
It's open. Let's go inside.
Okay. Don't know why it's unlocked, but yeah, sure. Oh, wow. Pinned to the wall, huh? That's, something.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out.
So the door was locked.
At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
For Forte, I guess.
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, your forte!
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past.
Ooh.
However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered.
Interesting.
Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
That's amazing! It's like the perfect forte forte for a detective.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there.
That's actually a ridiculously powerful ability. Holy shit.
When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence.
Yeah, honestly.
It's similar to the Mystery Labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry. Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
Of course not.
Okay. Halara's forte's postcognition shows the crime scene as it was when first discovered. Alright. What's up, Shinigami?
Postcognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears.
So he can make use of other Master Detective's abilities.
Right. I can sense whenever a Master Detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait. Then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for it to activate. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
Huh?
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied.
Yeah, I
Don't
figured.
you blush. Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara's a boy or a girl.
So?
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active. That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
Alright.
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Oh?
Huh?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally. I don't trust anyone, except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
It's gonna be one hell of a bill. Yeah. And all the dolls.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Shows you how it's compared to normal, or how it is now.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene. But unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Alright. Another investigation. Let's see. So, the roulette table.
That's...
There's a roulette table. Probably hasn't been used since the incident, as it's covered in dust. There don't appear to be any clues on top of the roulette table. There's nothing underneath either. We should check someplace else. Right, let's do that. Oh, I see. Does this move during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem related to the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check another place.
That's...
There's a doll nailed to the roulette table, too.
I see.
There's also a doll nailed here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The doll itself seems to be on the same as the others. Doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is, in and of itself, sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else. This glass on the counter has a thin layer of dust, so it could have been there since the incident. A key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use post-cognition. Right, got it.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
Alright.
What a rich freak!
That's...
Chairs are lined up neatly. someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well,
Either the peacekeepers did so or the staff here did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. True, I'll check someplace else.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, this door was locked from the inside. There was no other way into or out of the room. In other words, it's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery! Things are heating up.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with. That's...
Chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and culprit? I don't know about that. Culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact it's knocked over. Let's check elsewhere. Right. Okay, that's it for there. So, I guess last place to check is just the body. There's a vent here. The four corners of the cover are screwed down, so I don't think it'll open. I doubt the cover can be opened when it's like this.
but
It's too early to conclude there's no useful information. Compare with what was seen in post-cognition. Right, I'll give it a try. Jesus.
a body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. And this all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are
Again, they
abnormal
were
decorations
strangled.
all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet. It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him, signs that he was strangled.
Same kind of rope.
The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
the most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
That's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. I'm such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
Okay.
I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too.
Yeah,
That must be the Nailman's calling card. They're nailed into the wall seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else. Oh, it's not screwed in.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
what are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue.
You know, I see. The way the nails are arranged too. They stepped on the nails to get up to the vent.
The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult can probably pass through.
Alright, that should be everything.
By the way, Yuna, did you notice the nail below the vent?
I did.
Below the vent?
They're bent down like someone
Huh,
stepped on
some
them.
of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
No,
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason? I think that's about it.
I think I've checked what I can here.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locker room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there. The building we're heading to is accessed through Ginma District. Let's hurry there.
See, aren't the last two through Ginma? Because it's the mansion and then the art gallery.
Oh!
I get it.
Request.
Hmm?
That person.
Say,
What's wrong, Master? Doesn't she seem a bit uneasy, like she might fall over at any moment?
come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies, can you? It isn't like that. Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you? I'm kind of a detective. In training. A detective. I see.
Well?
So is something wrong? Well, actually, I've run away from home. And I'm at a loss about what to do next. Ooh, this smells like a case. Let's hear her out, Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I just left it alone.
Well?
Could you give me some more details? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Kanai Ward. Due to family circumstances, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor is an awful person. I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father. Huh? Then why not talk to your father about it? There's nothing I can do without proof. Besides, my father's very keen on him. When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble.
I see.
So that's why you ran away from home.
Aw.
How lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
We can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible. Leaving home has given me some time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think we could have a civil conversation. I'm I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father for me? I'll reward you for your trouble.
Say,
Does this chick think detectives are errand boys? We can't just leave her like this.
huh?
That's my master, simping over every woman he meets and making their wishes come true. It's not like that.
All right.
Okay, I'll help you. Thank you so much. My father should be in front of Kanai Station around now.
Hey,
It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? Station is a busy place after all.
That's true.
It's true. What exactly does your father look like? He should be wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. It's his favorite.
I see.
Okay. Navy blue suit from head to toe. Where is this guy? Oh, in the hell?
This is...
There's no one out here. Oh. No. What the hell is this guy supposed to fucking be? Blue suit, head to toe, out in front. Ugh. The only person I look at.
oh,
You know,
No. Some fucking couple. This guy over here. Oh, not someone I can talk to. this mission even working? The hell? No one fucking here. Waiting at Kanai Station in a blue suit. Except no. No one's here. That's a construction worker. Oh, wait. No, maybe do that. I'm a fucking idiot. Didn't realize there was an interior I could go to. There we go.
Oh!
A completely navy blue suit. Could this be the merchant girl's father?
Hmm?
Is the man with him the client's suitor?
Hmm?
I bet he is. He even looks evil.
No.
We can't tell just from appearances. Hey, let's try talking with them. Excuse me. Hmm? Who are you? If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation. I have a letter for you from your daughter. What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts?
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first? You're not actually listening to this guy, are you, sir? I'll see for myself. This is without a doubt her handwriting. There must be some kind of mistake. I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting. I'm afraid that if what's written here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue. And I almost got away with it too.
Huh?
He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds like some second-rate cartoon villain. No point playing pretend anymore. Scam's over the moment they start to doubt you. Later, chumps.
Whoa.
Hey, wait! There's no need to follow him. Thank you for delivering this letter.
No.
It was nothing. I'll try talking to my daughter. Allow me to properly thank you another day.
Yes.
Sure.
For now.
Let's go report to the client.
And that's what happened.
I don't think you'll have to worry about that arranged marriage anymore. Really? Then my father actually believed me. I think I'll go home now. Thank you so much for everything. I hope it goes well.
Well,
We did our part. Who cares what happens next?
No.
We're involved now, so I'd like for her to be happy.
huh?
Oh, I get it. That must be the way of the simp. Why do you keep calling me that? Alright. Well, see if we can get to the mansion.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
closed, as expected.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Thanks, Alara.
Wait!
They sure do love breaking into crime scenes. I suppose it's fine.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go. The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
Yep. That, worshipper.
That worshipper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
A little delayed.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery
No, I'm
here
about to
too.
clean this place up, though.
There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
Alright.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. Looking pretty bad. Inside the tank is a secret passage.
Yeah,
Would be interesting. Doesn't appear to be related to the case. The map button.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Why do those books look different? Oh, hey, what's this?
Oh!
The lamp's light is pointed at the table. Probably wasn't turned on at the time. I don't see anything suspicious. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related to the case. There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. Living things can't be seen through post-cognition. Doesn't have that ability. Okay.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
it appears.
It seems very likely. Yep, once again, strangled to death.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look,
There's another cut.
there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
A string. Didn't we see like a thin thread at the clock tower?
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then,
No,
it'd be
it's-
odd to only have marks behind his neck.
Yeah.
And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
Alright then.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels, now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
Huh.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
We mean,
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor.
meanwhile in the upper torso they only went to the body.
But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds in the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways,
But then, you know, the ones on the torso are dripping down.
but the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically
What
down
the
upon his
hell?
waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were
No.
smushed together after death.
That's disturbing.
Huh. That's strange.
Oh!
Landscape paintings in extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits. Not a single one is genuine. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. Carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Goen Saga.
yeah,
I believe this series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending.
What does that mean?
There's an expensive-looking landscape painting, but it's tilted. Wonder why. Could this be related to the locked room?
it appears.
Doubtful. Judging by the marks on the wall, I'd say this painting was hung at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigation. How confusing.
Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and secret club, that makes 3. Doesn't make it any less creepy, though.
It's me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find clues to solve this case. Right.
I see.
Dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings either.
It appears.
Nothing to do with the case, then. Two extraordinarily thick books are placed on the desk. Doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
Wow.
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. Policeman seems to be the only thing that's changed. I don't think that this will help me with the case. A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelf. There's no indication the books have been moved. I don't think they are related to the case. I agree. Let's look somewhere else.
Oh!
Beats me.
All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us with the case.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books lined the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between them then and now.
I see.
In that case, it's probably not related to the case.
There's a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
Oh, what's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Huh.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
Add it to the tab.
You're charging me for it?
I jest.
Ow. Hard to tell.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it.
Strings again.
Did someone hitch a string to it or something?
The body. Wait. So I wonder, was the body... Huh.
It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around.
You do things on occasion. Let's not
You
get
should
an
give me
inflated
10,000
head
Xian
over
as a
this.
reward.
I'm getting a headache.
I'm gonna have to deal with all these psychos. So I wonder if someone attached string to the vent and the back of the victim's neck. That way it could hold up the body. That's why the blood dripped down. And then maybe when the vent opened, it released, and then the body fell. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that would be, but...
This is...
Door to the study. We left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right. Got it.
I'll...
It's because of the teaching of yours truly. You're welcome, Master. Alright, what do we got in the past? So the vent, nothing changed.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Aha! So now I see what the point of the string was. So that way it looks like the corpse was nailed down, but in reality, they locked the door from the outside and then probably fed the key on the string through the vent until it went under the body, then let the string go. Body fell on top of it. Looks like it does now. That's why it wasn't hammered in all the way. So that way they could do this trick, make it seem like it was a locked room.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
That's a cat.
Huh? What's this?
Cool crime scene photo.
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something that Peacekeepers fabricated?
The Peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Alright. So I guess that's it. Oh, there's a projector up there. The projector is installed in the center of the bookcase. Wasn't thought when the corpse was found. You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you. Well, did you find anything unusual? Nope, everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
Halara, could you please take a look around the projector?
Very well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. Doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case.
Sit down right here.
Thanks, Shinigami.
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought. Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
Also, there's still something over here. Oh. Sky.
Yeah.
It's a lamp. Light's on right now.
Say,
Make sure you use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting, as eye strain may occur. Who are you talking to, Shinigami? Okay. doll on the wall. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, sorry, meant to let my cat out.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes.
Yeah, why this time only one?
Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute.
No.
I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
You're horrible.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Oh yeah?
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain.
Huh.
The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. It looks like a string rubbed against it.
Yep. So they connected the string, the vent, doll nose, the body. That's how they were able to loop it around, I guess.
How did this mark get here?
That should be everything.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Alright.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
Yeah, even I have.
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
Come on, Yuma.
Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
The next one is the art gallery in Gima district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
Alright, over to the art district. I can't take the bus. Or art district. Ginma district, that's what I meant to say. Alright, time to break into the museum. I just want to look and see. No requests.
So this is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Did you say something?
No.
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please! Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're going in.
You really like doing that, huh?
We're like a couple of thugs or something.
That's all them.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
Yep, same
As
guy.
expected, it's the same worshiper.
That's suspicious. How did he
He
get this
said he was
deep in?
trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
Ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
Yeah,
What do you
kind of
mean
run of the mill
special?
now.
People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's start with the corpse.
Oh!
Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore, though.
Beats me.
Looks like the area's been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers of the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors.
There's no dolls.
The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming. The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Isomoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any
Yeah, no
scratches
struggling?
that would have been left from a struggle. And,
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back
Oh.
of her head. It looks pretty deep.
I think this one may have been bludgeoned to death, strangled afterwards.
This
Yeah.
may be the real cause of death.
Yeah, the real cause of death in her was being beaten in the back of the head with something. Then she was strangled after, and then nailed to the floor. Yeah, I'm starting to think each of these... I'm starting to think my theory from last time may have been right. That each of these was a different killer. One of the 4 people from the church. Shit, just dropped my controller on the floor. Good. It was
This is-
Poggin. painting of a man screaming with his hands clutching his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel as if it's going to swallow me whole.
That's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. Doesn't look like it's related to the case. Canvas placed here is completely blank. Wonder why it's blank. Why is it so messily placed with those wooden frames?
well,
Doesn't look like an exhibition piece. Maybe it was used for some other event. I see. Nothing seems out of place. I don't think this will help with the case.
Yeah,
Blank canvas and wooden frame have been placed on a trolley. Nothing seems to have changed between then and now. At least that's how it looks to me. Appears unchanged to me as well, meaning there's probably no evidence to be found here. Oh, I meant to... Whatever.
there are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Okay, 2 keys needed for that. Oh,
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder, or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
All right.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet.
there's still stuff over here. Not the spilled paint.
Oh!
Spilled paint has stained the floor. If we can find out when the spill occurred, we'll know if it's related to our investigation. There we go. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the incident.
It appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think these are related to the investigation.
No.
Cardboard boxes are stacked up. The labels, there are artworks inside. There's a layer of dust in the boxes. Culprit didn't touch them. Nothing to do with the case. Oh, hey.
This is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. This picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago. Huh?
What?
There's nothing dignified about this guy. He looks just like a regular geezer. So that's nothing.
By the way, Halara,
I will not accept any requests to reduce your fee.
that's not what I was going to ask. About your post-cognition. What were you able to see before you specialized it as your forte for investigating crime scenes?
What is the point of this question?
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
You want to see your lost memories like that? That's against the rules. No fair!
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
Huh? Why's that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by.
Alright.
I cannot consciously access desired information. It's why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about 100,000 Xian per use?
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all messed up.
Yeah, it's because you're already 5.5 million in the hole.
Well done, Elara! I'll find out for you!
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here. This is...
Nails are driven into this painting of a young man.
I'm...
Oh, I know this. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason. That's not really the impression I get. Oh, there's one doll here.
A large painting
Oh, the
lies
key.
on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is. This is...
It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. Wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's...
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much.
Oh!
A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust off.
It appears...
Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet, too. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. There are baskets on top of the shelf. I'm not tall enough to see inside them, though. I'll take a look for you. This is... What is it? We accomplished nothing! So you found nothing. Thanks, Shinigami.
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted. Oh!
I see.
Oh!
But
That should be enough.
Alright, finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. Okay, that's all the crime scenes investigated. This one I feel like I have a little less of an understanding of how the locked room was created.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window? All right.
Okay.
Very well.
It would be best to check outside the window. Go ahead, I'll stay here.
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh? And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Oh, right! I'll do it right away.
Outside the window? Could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Guess we'll find out.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
I hope that's not the case. Here's the window.
It doesn't really open. No one can really fit
Well,
through that.
See anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
A finger. Could someone have... Did two of them work together on this? Did someone pass them the key? So they could lock the door? No. Uh-oh. Yo, Shinigami, you gonna, like, say something?
Hey! What are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait! I'm a peacekeeper.
What? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes, of Amaterasu.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying, huh?
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must...
Huh?
I've told you before.
What the
that
fuck is
deception
going on? Why does it
necessary
do
to
that?
finish an
I'm not
investigation
touching any
quickly.
buttons.
We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared.
The worshiper, right?
He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the mailman. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the doors?
So that means the paint was knocked over by the struggle.
Yes, but the
But
churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door.
oh, that was him.
And paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
Okay.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master?
Guess we'll head back to the agency.
We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. Aw, I have no clue what to do.
Oh, stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Oh, right. We need to help him. I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Alright, we'll head back. Oh,
Let's hurry! I want to know how they'll execute him, too.
we'll get back in the next episode. So, I will see you all then. Bye!